welcome. Today we are going to look at C.R.E. paper 1. Answer any 5 questions only. State 5 ways in which the study of Christian religious education promotes national unity. Identify 8 similarities between the traditional African concept of evil and the biblical concept of sin in Genesis. 1c. Explain 7 ways in which Christians can contribute to the conservation of environment. Question 2a. Mention 7 ways in which God rewarded Abraham's faith. B. Describe ways in which Moses showed his obedience to God. How do Christians show their commitment to God? Question 3a. Give reasons why judges were important in the life of the nation of Israel. 3b. Show ways through which King Jeroboam encouraged the spread of idolatry in Israel. C. Identify 7 lessons that church leaders can learn from the contest at Mount Carmel. Question 4a. Identify 7 ways through which the Old Testament prophets communicated their messages to the people. B. Explain the contents of Jeremiah's message in his pastoral letter to the exiles. C. State 6 ways in which the church is carrying out its prophetic role. Question 5a. Explain 6 differences between the Old Covenant and the New Covenant as told by Prophet Jeremiah. B. Give 8 similarities in the life and experience of Nehemiah and Jesus Christ. C. Identify 6 challenges Christians are likely to face today in their commitment to God. Question 6a. State 7 factors which promote harmony and mutual responsibility in traditional African communities. B. Explain the role of healers in traditional African communities. 7 marks. C. Identify 6 factors undermining kinship ties in modern society. Answers. Question 1a. Ways in which the study of Christian religious education promotes national unity. It emphasizes on virtues of love and unity, enables the learners to understand and appreciate other people's faith, enables learners to develop self-respect, teaches that human beings are all equal before God. It campaigns against all forms of discrimination, promotes social justice in the society, leads to the improvement of quality of life. 1b. Similarities between the traditional African concept of evil and the biblical concept of sin in Genesis. In both cases, sin and evil is seen as arising from man's disobedience. In both cases, God is viewed as a supreme being. In both cases, sin and evil are seen as being caused by an external force. So you should start with in both. In both cases, evil and misfortune come as a result of a curse. By one's elders. Both agree that the results of sin and evil are suffering death, and hardships. In both cases, God is the guardian of moral law. In both cases, sin and evil separate human beings from God. Also in both, humans have the ability to overcome evil. Both believe that sin can be inherited from parents or elders. That is sin and evil. And the last point is that in both cases, evil in the world was introduced by an evil spiritual power. 1C, seven ways in which Christians can contribute to the conservation of environment. Planting trees, keeping the environment clean, advocating for laws which safeguard environmental destruction, teaching others the need for caring for the environment. By not participating in activities leading to the destruction of the environment, like for example, cutting trees, using natural resources in a fair way, obeying the laws which are laid down to protect the environment, observing personal hygiene and cleanliness. Question 2a. Mention 7 ways in which God rewarded Abraham's faith. God gave him a son after being childless for long. He was given the land of Canaan. God blessed him with wealth in terms of gold, silver, servants, and livestock. He was given many descendants, that is the Israelites. Abraham died in peace at a good old age. God protected Abraham from his enemies and famine. He was given a great nation of Israel. Kings were raised from his descendants. God liberated Abraham's descendants from Egypt. God established an everlasting covenant with the descendants of Abraham through Jesus Christ. Question 2b. Ways in which Moses showed his obedience to God. He accepted to remove his sandals when commanded by God. He accepted to go back to Egypt to liberate the Israelites. He accepted to perform plagues in Egypt when Pharaoh refused to release the Israelites. Moses led the Israelites across the Red Sea as commanded by God. Moses prepared for the Passover as commanded by God. He provided the Israelites with proper instructions as given to him by God. He prepared for the Mount Sinai covenant as God commanded and followed the instructions given by God. Moses wrote the defeat of the Amalekites on the scroll as God commanded him. Moses provided water to the Israelites as commanded by God. Did you understand? Kindly let me know in the comment section below. Also let me know what I can look at tomorrow. Thanks a lot for subscribing and listening to me. God bless you.